Support for WAMU 88.5 comes from the German Embassy, presenting the Skills Initiative Roadshow, bringing German and American best practices in skills and educational training to a town near you. More on the Skills Initiative at germany.info.
The great thing about the Roadshow is we have the 3 practitioners here.
Where are we? I don't even know anymore.
Willkommen in Atlanta. Very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
We wanted to give you an insight in the vocational training system of Germany. So we invited practitioners like trainee and trainer from steel and vocational training teacher from Germany.
The skilled trades allow you to learn, make money, you have no debt. And the funny part is, and this is something I brought up to the kids today, the wage that I make is more than most people are going to make coming out of college.
When you graduate from high school, you look for a company that would like to train you, and that company would offer you payment as well. Not full payment of a regular worker, but like half of, or 2/3, depending on the job, while you are trained.
The money that you make, people just don't realize it.
They're paying you for them to be taught, so that's just amazing to me. That's just like they're teaching me a life skill that I'm going to use later in my life, and they're paying me for it.
You learn something, you immediately apply it. So, if you're like me and you learn that way, it's exponentially better.
We have to remove the stigma from skilled labor and find another term other than blue collar or labor.
When I talk to American companies, they said, why shall I train people and invest like $100,000 and they leave? We don't have that in Germany because a company in Hamburg doesn't care if somebody leaves because they know they will get somebody who is as trained from Munich or from wherever.
And that's what I got out of this great discussion. A holistic approach is what is needed, updating our system so that everybody can understand what that skill set means in our global economy.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina.
With that, though, we're very privileged that we have the German Embassy here today to talk about probably what Germany does better than anybody else in the world. Now, we hear a lot about unemployment in the United States today, but here in the United States, we have 4 million unfilled jobs today because our folks don't have the skills and capacities and education and training to do the jobs of the 21st century. So programs like our apprenticeship programs is where we're trying to model best practices across the globe.
It's interesting that when we think in the United States about apprenticeships, I often hear the phrase, we will train you for a job. In Germany, they don't use that phrase. They use the phrase, we will prepare you for a career.
Congratulations that you have such a program here. From my background in Germany, I can tell you this is your route, as Mr. Drosiak said, your route into your future.
My name is Hope Johnson, and I'm actually a third-year apprentice at Siemens Energy, learning to be a machinist. And when the program was first introduced to me, my parents were very, very against it. And they thought that this was a horrible program because they thought I was going to be working in such like a dirty environment, just being a blue-collar worker, which is what my dad was for his whole life, and he kind of wanted better for me. And the misconception was that it was a dirty job and it wasn't a place for a female or anything like that. And my parents got the privilege of touring the Siemens plant here in Charlotte, and they realized that it was actually a very clean and safe environment and actually was very technologically advanced, and it was something that was a very good opportunity for me. And so I was able to convince them after the 6-week internship to let me do this program, and now they're as big of advocates for it as I am.
Yes, this is exactly what we're trying to show people on the Roadshow, that apprenticeships like this, you're going to get exposed to a lot of different technologies, and you're going to learn a lot of different skills. You're going to learn basic, hands-on machining, if you will. You're going to learn electrical wiring. You're going to learn programming computerized systems. You will eventually start working with, robotics, and you'll see that throughout the entire plant.
Convert it to metric, and that would give you a stack up, and you would. This is a 5-inch sine bar. That's 63.5, and you put it under here when you remove it. It's not the blue-collar foundry that people think it used to be. We have computer-operated machinery. It's clean. Some people say this place even looks like a dentist office when they walk in here.
Well, Germany has the lowest youth unemployment rate, so 18 to 25, in any industrialized nation.
We have to pick and choose those aspects of things, of German best practices, models, this sort of thing. We have to figure out what could work best in the United States.
And one way or another, just like my daddy raised me, where there's a will, there's a way.
Balfour had made.
Sit up toward the front, please, wherever you find a seat.
Say, hey, look, I'm a plumber.
Don't think just because it's an apprenticeship that means there's nothing skilled about it or nothing important, because you're going to be surprised what it's all about.
Evonik is a German company in Lafayette. There is Endres & Hauser in Greenwood, which is a German-Swiss company, and I know they have an apprenticeship program.
Yay!
We're looking at developing regional works councils here that can be informed by regional businesses that will then drive what the curricula that's needed for students. That's what we're attempting to do, and again, we're just here to learn more because, again, Germany is the gold standard.